Oh my goodness! Thank you for the follow, Laftas. Oh my god. Alright, I gotcha. Yeah, well, I was not expecting a raid to happen. But I appreciate it all the same. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. I definitely appreciate that. It looks like I'll be saying it again in a couple seconds. And we're back. Bam. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. I do Old School Jack. I do a little bit of Outside the Park Baseball. Of course, we all know who Andy is. Thanks for the raid again. And thank you for that follow, Lafta. We got one more game in us before we're going to pull the plug ourselves. And that, of course, is going to be the re-ride. There you go. All right. Now let's just get this thing in gear here and we'll be ready to take off. There we go. The main thing here is, yes, I am actually just doing... I normally do 4 games. Sometimes it depends on what days I can come up with, based on days off and the like. And today, it's happens to be Sunday. Alright, looks like it's ready to go. Hey Chelsea, how's it going? Good afternoon from my area. I'm not sure where it is where you're at. Probably evening? You are indeed the greatest raid machine on Twitch. I will say this much. That's my stepdad's team. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you.
Hello, you're playing the re-ride. Tickets, please? Does that mean the arcade has just opened? Let's see how many coins you are taking out today.
We shall see.
Is this your first time on the re-ride?
Nope.
The team will be pleased. They are quite tired of having to spell everything out to all those newbies. Here are your buzzers for this game.
Of course, that's the spacebar and the
Before you
return.
go, please be aware that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games.
Yeah, do not assume or say that you're pissed about a question.
Please wait until the elevator has come to a full stop before you disembark.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture
we're
collide.
good on ads, by the way.
This episode of The Rewrite is brought to you by the Boston Tea House. If you act good
It is
to
a
us,
fan
we'll
game.
do your tea in the f***ing harbor.
Yep.
And now, ladies,
This is,
not ladies,
episode
gamers,
of the
and
Rewrite.
millennials, please welcome Sam Feely.
Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Yankee Doodle Dumbass, let me tell you something, kid. You can take your pinstripes and your 27 World Series rings and shove them straight up your ass. Even with the Red Sox front office playing Moneyball every winter, you still can't win one f***ing World Series game without a couple of dipshits trying to mug our boy Mookie, you hot on? Okay, massholes, it's time to do a cool hundo on the Mass Pike without your blinker on a one-way ride to the greatest f***ing city in the universe, Boston, Massachusetts, kid.
Pick a value, and we call this one.
Yeah, in Boston. Speak Bostonian. Okay, kid, this question's all about the sexiest accent in the world, the Boston accent,
Which I am now going to stop doing, or else my throat is going to turn to sandpaper.
Yeah.
I have never felt more personally offended than this one time a stranger told me they liked my Boston accent, and I said, wow, thanks for letting me know I need to get tested for strep. Anyway...
No. I'm done watching you turn this show into the Sam Feely auto fellatio extravaganza.
I take that back. This is the time I felt
Oh,
most
glad to
offended.
hear that you
Baseball
got
and
a
pro
family
wrestling
in
questions on
Boston and
every floor,
everything.
constant blabbering about your gambling, droning monologues about your love life, and now an entire episode about your hometown. What do you think this is, your personal soapbox or something? You think the people are here for you? And you're the one talking about dishonoring the franchise?
If you don't shut the up and get the out of here right now, I swear to God I'm going to find some way to get this trap door open again.
I'm not leaving.
Tyler!
I'm done babysitting you two. I'm not your mom. Get it sorted out. Punch each other in the face if you need to.
I'm reading the choices for this one. You are not doing your stupid Boston thing.
Oh, you'll get a stupid Boston thing right across your... Never mind. Question. Which of the following pairs of phrases is not pronounced the same in a traditional Boston accent? Here, go ahead, read them.
You're damn right I will. Cheetah and cheater, robot and robot, logger and logger, or the spa is here and the spar is here.
Cheetahs never prosper. Sorry, I had to get that one out of my system.
Okay, Sam then.
What, in my stupid Boston thing?
Yeah.
Screw you, I'm not your lapdog.
It's for the question, for Christ's sake.
The Boston accent is non-rhotic, has the linking R and the cot-caught merger, but not the father-bother merger, so logger and logger are pronounced differently.
God.
You're not good at many things, but you sure are real good at sucking the fun out of all this.
I'd rather suck the fun out of your self-indulgent bullshit than allow you to suck the fun out of this game for everyone who's playing it.
Hold up, self-indulgent bullshit? Do you expect me to take this shit from you after your dumb, unexpected episode?
Next question.
Something, big bucks. For your consideration, supermassive masshole. With a strong sense of local identity comes interstate
basically,
feuds and
Conan is
animosity.
the
As a native of Boston,
old
if
host
you,
of
probably a
The
New
Rewrite,
Yorker,
and
call me a
Sam's the current
masshole,
one,
I'd
and-
kick you in the shins. I'll show you what mass is. What does the theory of relativity not tell me about the mass of a masshole? It's equal to energy divided by the speed of light squared. The amount changes depending on our relative speeds. If they move at the speed of light, then they must have no mass, or mass is the same for all frames of reference. I'd like a money sandwich. Hold the bread. The speed of light in a vacuum is the only thing that remains constant regardless of frame of reference.
The only thing that remains constant, even apart from how much of a massive tit this particular masshole here is.
I am 3 seconds away from calling a real cop on you if you don't watch your mouth.
Wow.
Rise and shine, millennial. Hunting Putin's poutine. This is a damn gibberish question, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Listen, I bear no responsibility for what happens here. None whatsoever. None! I don't know anyone who's ever liked these stupid f***ing things. They've only gotten worse as the years have gone on. Here's what this category is really called. Drinking and driving with the Fast and the Furious. Scared money don't make money, so buzz in quick if you want to win big. And now you must tell me what slogan this rhymes with. Derek, my fun's on drunk Vin. And if you haven't figured it out after 3 decades of these things, the punctuation does not matter. Look, I can respect cutting off people trying to spout gibberish in real life, but that's not how it works here. Need to stay awake at the keyboard a little longer? Just remember, Derek, my fun's on Drunkvin. I used to run on Dunkin', but after they got rid of all my favorite bagel and iced coffee flavors, now I run on the same thing every successful entrepreneur does. Amphetamines.
Wait, that's how you made your money?
It's a f***ing joke, you hot on! Now's the time to... It's honest work. Try this on for size.
Yeah. We gotta do a little better than this.
That's a lot of chafed nipples. You know that joke about the guy whose doctor says, from now on, you need to run 2 miles from your house every day, and the guy calls the doctor 5 days later and says, I feel great, but now I'm 10 miles away from my house? Yeah, I didn't think it was funny either.
And you'd know.
Gee, you're being real valuable standing there and doing nothing but heckling. Our better players are real glad you're here.
Now get to the point already.
If the guy ran the entire length of the Boston Marathon instead, which punchline would correctly complete the joke? And now I'm 76 miles away from my house. And now I'm 131 miles away from my house. And now I'm 165 miles away from my house. Or, and now I'm 250 miles away from my house. Since 1924, the length of the Boston Marathon has been 26.2 miles. 26.2 times 5 is 131.
Oh, yeah.
And the joke's still not funny.
Gotcha.
How much is this one worth? Today's special? Living out my daily fantasies. Tired of the deluge of sports betting commercials on TV? Well, they ain't stopping anytime soon. You can thank Boston-based company DraftKings in part for that.
Oh, a sports-related gambling
Shut
question
up.
on the Boston
Shut
floor.
up.
It's the Sam Feely self-indulgence trifecta. Now we just need to find some way to
Shut
cram
your
pro
mouth.
wrestling into this as well.
Will you
and-
shut the up already? Tyler, can you, do something about this guy?
Conan, cut down the hecklery. If you don't have anything valuable to say, get out.
Fine.
So, what are you waiting for? Get out!
I told you I'm not leaving.
Let's get the question. Suppose DraftKings offered daily fantasy sports for sports from fantasy novels. Since it's the new name for the real-life sport based on Quidditch, which of these might you hear in a DraftKings commercial? Make your best broomball bets, get your quad ball quick fix, snag the snitch ball prizes, or which Ditch team are you with?
I think it's quad ball now.
To distance the sport from Warner Brothers copyright lawyers and from J.K. Rowling, Muggle Quidditch changed its name to Quad Ball in 2022. But if sports books can find people to bet on 2nd Division Icelandic team handball, they can find suckers to bet on this crap.
So have you bet on it?
I'm the man whose vast amounts of cash, in part from sports betting winnings, are currently keeping this turd of yours afloat. You have no right to criticize my financial decisions.
So is that a yes?
Next question. Okay, but see, this is how it's done.
All right.
And here's what we're doing next. Big green monsters that don't come from your sinuses.
Sports question?
You've heard of the Green Monster, right? That giant wall in Fenway Park's left field? Shut up!
What? I didn't say anything.
I could hear you thinking it. Another sports question.
Well, am I wrong?
Anyway, Green Monster. Suppose Fenway Park replace its giant green monster with 37-foot tall stacks of Green magazine. What might you hear the play-by-play announcer say during a Red Sox home game? Aaron Judge is held to a long single thanks to industrial laundry trends. The ball takes a wild carom off some vegan recipes. Raffy Devers sends it over the cryptocurrency news. Or it's a wall ball double thanks to the fine folks at John Deere.
I think it's John Deere.
Green Magazine is the official magazine of the John Deere Company. Baseball and tractors. The only way that question could be more American is if a blonde stripper was riding that tractor while eating a triple stack cheeseburger with 2 apple pies instead of a sesame seed bun. What?
Nothing. It was a funny joke. I had a chuckle.
Are you taking the piss?
No, seriously, it was funny. Keep going.
Okay, friend. And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Oh, this or that time.
It's time for the one, the only
That's
Dis or
close to
Dat.
9,000, by the way. Could have used
And
that.
this Dis or Dat goes by the name of Kick, Flog, It's All in the Mind. Top of the morning to you. I'm going to list off 7 song titles, and for each one, I would love for you to tell me if it's by Dropkick Murphys or Flogging Molly.
Oh, great. The only one
You
I've
cash
heard of
in
is
for each
shipping
one you
up
get
to
right,
Boston.
and you lose out for each one you get wrong
that's
or
Murphys,
don't get
by
to
the
at
way.
all. You've got 30 seconds until the wire fills up to get all 7. And let's dance. What's left of the flag? Going out in style. Take him down. Don't shut him down. Don't tear us apart. Requiem for a Dying Song. Kiss me, I'm shit-faced. Ooh, so close to perfect. Maybe one less Jameson at your next happy hour, alright?
Yeah.
Well, you're clearly beating yourself. Okay, how much money am I giving away? Nothing too spicy, just the right temperature. Here's what we're cooking. Send this to 10 daddies who give you company. Ah!
What?
Who the wrote that category? Holy shit! I'm gonna have to take 5 showers after this game. There's still 3 questions left after this one.
We need to have a chat with someone after this.
Anyway, here's a question about the ubiquitous New England gas station chain, Cumberland Farms. If Cumberland Farms opened a store in the Cumberland Gap, where could you stop for gas and $1.29 iced coffee? In the Appalachian Mountains, in the Pacific Ocean, on the Panama-Columbia border, or between someone's teeth?
That'd be the Appalachian Mountains.
The Cumberland Gap is a passage in the Appalachian Mountains at the tri-point of Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky that made westward expansion possible for American settlers. And if you want to know the real reason everyone went to the Cumberland Gap...
Sam.
What?
Don't read that one.
Why?
I looked at the script. Look here, just past what the prompter's showing.
Oh my God! That's worse than the category!
Yeah.
We are firing a motherfucker after this episode.
Yes, we are.
Are we bonded?
Hit your buzzer and let's... I believe this is what the kids call a bruh moment. And now the category. The Battle of Drunkard Hill.
Okay, I gave this one a thorough read during the value picker. You're good. Carry on.
Thanks, I guess. I think I can carry myself here, but I appreciate the thought. Anyway, if you walk down Boston's Freedom Trail, which of the following would you not see? 2 drunks fighting at the site of the nation's first town meeting, a drunk guy urinating in front of Paul Revere's house, drunks doing belly flops off the deck of the USS Constitution, or a bunch of drunks flipping off the first executive mansion.
I think it would be the executive mansion one.
Faneuil Hall, Paul Revere's house, and the warship known as Old Ironsides are on the Freedom Trail. The first president's house is not.
I think it's Philly.
If you want to see the first executive mansion, you'll have to go to Philadelphia. And if you want to see 2 drunks passed out in the presidential bedroom, make sure you go during an Eagles home game.
And if you want to see them trash the bedroom along with the rest of their city, you go after the rare occasions where they manage to win anything worth a shit.
Like the Super Bowl?
Nice. I do love me some Philly slander. Hit your buzzer to set the... It's a living. Here's the category. Cheers, where everybody laughs at your name. We're rocking and we're rolling. If all the characters on the sitcom Cheers had associative prosopagnosia, which of these lyrics would most likely follow where everybody knows your name in the show's iconic theme song? And they have traumatic flashbacks from hearing it as soon as they hear a song they associate with it, but nobody can associate it with your face, or but they forget it after a few days.
Prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia is also known as face blindness. The aperceptive type means you can't recognize faces at all, while the more common associative type means you can, but have a really hard time putting names to faces. which essentially describes my entire sports broadcasting career. If someone from one of the teams I cover approaches me on the street and they're not wearing their uniform, my brain blue screens.
Well, I have always wondered how sportscasters keep everyone apart in the first place. They all just look like ants to me from the camera's perspective.
Well, when you've been doing it as long as I have, you know what to look for. You quickly associate jersey numbers with names, you have stats and spotting charts in front of you, you talk to the players and coaches in between games to get inside the team's minds, and so on.
You do all that? All while talking and saying stuff that's actually of value?
That's the job.
Huh. Oh, not bad.
Thanks.
Jack Attack?
Jack Attack.
Yeah, Jack Attack.
Talk to me, kiddo. Give me a value.
Not quite. I'll have to look up Quad Pod after.
It's the Boston floor. You knew we had to break out the bagpipes, and now your clue. Who's the Bostonian? Make your mother proud on this one. Good luck, kid.
Casey Affleck. Electricity. Oh, it's Frank. It is Franklin. Poe. He wrote The Raven. Happy Miss Club, Boston. Jennifer Coolidge. Yeah, 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 yeah! That's that one. There you go. Ben Franklin. Could have done better, but we'll take it.
And that's a wrap. Good job, you two. See you next week.
What do you mean, you two? What did he do other than heckle me and take up space?
I did kind of save you from reading out some vile shit during the Cumberland question.
Yeah, okay, I suppose you did. So you did one thing other than heckle and take up space. Where do I send the medal?
Yes, all right. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I still think we do too many sports and gambling questions since you've taken over, but I suppose I could have gone about expressing that a little differently.
You don't say.
I'll let you do your thing from now on. It's certainly a hell of a lot better than the vast majority of other options out there for this gig.
Hallelujah.
But I'd like to ask you one thing.
What?
Please just admit that you were out of line too.
With what?
You know, barging into the booth over and over, staging a mutiny among the writers, hiring a fake cop, dropping me down a trapdoor.
I still think you were doing a lousy job of running this operation, but I suppose I could have gone about that a little differently, too.
Thank you.
I guess it's never too late to switch from the wrong foot to the right one.
Yep, I'd say I agree with that. Listen, Tyler and I usually grab a few drinks from this place, Clark's. It's like a block or two away after work. Maybe you'd like to tag along this week? They even do sports betting, and the talk around the town is that Clark sucks at setting odds.
I've had worse plans for a Saturday night.
Cool. Just need to grab a few things from my office.
Okay, but when you say he sucks, how bad are we talking? Like, am I going to have to bail him out financially, too?
All right. Oh, no, you don't. This concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack, the Rewrite Boston. If you like what you saw here, be sure to put a comment in the section below. Leave a like in the video. Spread the word. This is Tickets Please